I've back in the hideaway. I do want to go and pay a quick visit to Tomes. So let's see what's unlocked in the stone. So now we've got, stage replay. Oh, you can get scores. So that's what arcade mode is. You get scores. I might try that off stream at some point. That does sound fun to try out. All right. Hey, Tomes, buddy. I got more for you.
Have you come for a tale? Or perhaps...
Alright, Harpocrates. Write down my story. Ah, so close to a level up. There we go. Hugo Kupka. See, my problem with his name is Kupka sounds like it should be a Moogle. But it sounds like a Moogle name.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
So I will not be able to take his name seriously. Alright, let's go have a chat with Sid.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
Hi, Jill.
We can keep running. Or we can walk through this door.
We're going to walk through the door because that's where the plot is.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself
Don't knock or
it's
anything,
a
Clive.
blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
And holding.
Well then,
Scandalous.
sprinkle of fire and ice. This plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Love it. Earlier. The Council of Elders at the White Worm Lair.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Scornful voice, eh? So is this the
Radiance?
the ruler of the holy city?
If it is fertile land, the
Yeah,
Empire
Emperor
requires,
Sylvester.
we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our peoples
Yep,
starve?
you are a dick.
I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
Big words from somebody who seems to be in a literal ivory tower.
Landbrek is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
No, it's not. It's the will of you, you dick.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost? And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Bunch of Tories.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
Yeah, see, I wonder about that. Like, is the dominant of Bahamut going to go along with this? How will we actually make all the shit I said work? That's not my department. I'm an idea guy. Yep.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing.
We're gonna smash some crystals. Is that the plan?
Listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the mother crystals.
Everyone just sort of wanders into Sid's office.
Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But The mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens.
It's going to the moon.
For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
Who do you think, Jill?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals?
Gotta fight the gods.
What? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Top tier Sid.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
Everyone stabbed the crystal.
You could have just said aye.
Gab's like, that's very
But it's
dramatic.
nice to have you aboard all the same.
You didn't. I fucking love Gab. A bit dramatic, but alright.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to
Side
need one of a few
quests.
potions for this.
Alright, we can speak with Karen, but first, side
If
quests.
everything we were taught about the mother crystals was a lie, then what else might we have been deceived about?
Yeah, pretty much everything, Jill. Pretty much everything. Why can't that be a statue in the Etsy shop? What, like the crystal with stabbed daggers? Let's go check in on new crystal dagger stand. Yeah, Glenn Courier.
Lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
It would be a great
Just a
paperweight.
letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Yeah, I know how you feel, Glenn. I've definitely had those days of screwing up one thing and then feeling like I have absolutely nothing to offer. I know how you feel. It's not right, but I know how you feel.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
That.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Let's see what the other side quest is as well. Still
Unless
a
it won't
two.
last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Just want to check. Okay, so the side quests do show up on the map. Wasn't sure. I just wanted to check. All right. And this is looks like it's a very important quest because it's down by the Chocobo stables. So whatever they need, they get.
Where are you, Randall?
Oh, postmaster. Oh, it's all about deliveries. It's all we're just handling the mail.
I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
It'd be great if he's also by Sambrek. Like, would that be
I'll
convenient?
do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Right. Pop that one into the quest log too. Okay, don't see any others. So let's pop on to the map. Zoop to the Orabel Downs. We'll start out in Lost Wing. Oh. Okay, I was like, oh, that's a lot of markers. So, oh, that's for the missing items.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Retrieve the sack.
Good.
Side quest. Return to the Waking Sands. No, no, do not bring that upon us. More lost supplies. Another sack. Sadly, no scrapes. Yep, only appropriately round grapes.
We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back.
Dog ate the letter.
Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Oh, that's convenient. So we can grab the letter, and we got to go and speak to Quentin anyway, so that's nice, convenient side quest grouping. Off to Lost Wing.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this year.
Pop around. Let's head over here.
Hi, Collier. Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
And puppy. Pupper. Oh, he's a good doggo. Found the letter for us.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
Give it some food. Exchange for the letter.
Someone's
Give it
been for
treats.
this.
Give it treats.
We've waited long enough already.
Give the dog treats, Clive.
Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
Give the dog treats. Pet the dog.
A whole day on the line and this.
Alright, in the meantime, let's go have a chat with Quentin. Seems like I remember how to get to Quentin. I think he was... Is it down this way?
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyard soon.
Quentin's attendant? Yep, there we go. There he is. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the menu. Drink and meat. Pandomain, stone blue, black pudding, smoked kippers, salt loaf, roast hare, chocobo stew. No! I'm going to assume that I'm choosing to interpret that as stew that's chocobos like. I refuse to accept anything else.
If it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed.
Exactly, a chocobo invented the stew.
Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
It's a cookabow.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Right, let's go to the rescue.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
How many have I had?
Around we go. Actually, where is Lalbert's Pass? Can I get there faster via an obelisk? No. Okay, yeah, no, there's no faster way to get there, really. Okay, that's fine. Like how cock-a-leaky soup contains no leaky gods. That is true. That is true. Go. All right, let's go find Randall. Press the way forward. Unlocked. There we go. Couldn't find the path for a moment, but I've got it now. Just nice casual stroll through the forest, which is a very, very pretty forest. This game really makes me want to go hiking, of all things. Alright. Oh, hello. Is that Randall?
You all right?
The hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
Alright, time for a hero moment. Let's go, Torgal.
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Get over here. Oh, ow. Limit break time. Ouch.
Not this time.
Thank you.
Too slow. Not this time.
Break time. Yes, got the parry on the big swing. Boom. So, and Jill was there. Yeah, I forgot that because she wasn't running around with us visibly. I didn't think that Jill was still going to be in the party. So I'm glad Torgal takes his human with him while he's out saving the world, right? Torgal's really the main character. Inspect Randall's body. Well, I kind of hoped Randall was off hiding, but nope. Unfortunately not. Rip Randall.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Back to Quentin. Just again, a nice casual forest stroll. Something I haven't gotten to do in very, very, very long time. Go. Back to the village. You don't deserve to rot by the roadside, but I'm not going to move you myself. I mean, knowing that there's enemies around and potential things to attack, carrying the body back by himself is a terrible idea, to be fair. You need to send a crew to handle that. Like, that's not something you should be doing solo.
Sun's setting fast. They'll all be back from the vineyards.
And yeah, Jill, you're on corpse duty, right?
Ah, there you are.
She could at least keep the corpse,
My man
refrigerated.
told me what happened.
I suppose.
And I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Had you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
Randall's probably not too thrilled himself, just, you know, completed the needs of the many. Let's do a quick scout. No sign of any further side quests, so let's pop back to the hideout. Shum. Randall is pretty torn up about it, actually. Damn, Bude.
Maybe I should just... Oh, there you are.
To shreds, you
I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone.
Oh yeah, the home base design in the game
The
is
letter?
Only
love the
little
way it
less
looks.
aware.
Supplies intended for delivery to the hideaway by the clumsy courier Glenn, lost on the road due to an unfortunately placed hole in his pack.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me, then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
It's in the letter.
Breaker business.
If only. It's from his daughter.
Sid has a
She's
daughter?
off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's
Okay,
away.
I have
Never
questions.
mentioned a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting
Who is
careless
Sid's...
couriers
Wait,
with
what?
leverboats. So I'd say you did us both a service.
Okay, if Sid has a daughter, who's the mother?
Troubles.
I have so many
If there's
questions.
anything you're wanting from Sid, today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Okay, so good to know, good to know. Right, that's one of the other quests, doesn't look like it. Right. Sid's daughter is studying Canva, graphic design is her passion.
What's happened this time?
That's exactly it. I mean, she's learning to sketch airship designs. Alright, before we do anything else, let's go and quickly check in with our blacksmith friend, and then we will... Careful you don't set that breatholite, Cupo. Okay, he's still giving Blackthorn shit for drinking.
What's that for you, dear?
Flame to... Oh, look at that. That's nice. So, so we made the Garuda one, and then... Okay, that's kind of cool. So we can then, using the Garuda one as the base, we make the Ifrit. Flame tongue.
Not bad.
Love that.
I do say so myself.
Equip that. And can we reinforce it? Doesn't look like it. Alright, but we can craft an upgraded... Let's see if we can... What do we have equipped right now? So we can just straight up make the gold buck sash plus
Scratches,
one,
right?
and then we can reinforce it. Although it's still not as good.
Should do you?
So I don't really know why I bothered doing that now that I think about it. Because this is not as good as what we are currently wearing. Let's craft, doing... And alright, well, that's fine. I just wanted to see what the sword looks like too. Let's pop out into this light so we can see the sword properly. Oh, that's cool looking. I like this sword. Big fan. Yes. Alright. Let's talk to Karen.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Best. That's for the best. Okay. Do we have that we can buy? Upgrade for the Breath of Fire. Heat Wave. 10,000 gil, but... Ooh, Lionheart Tonic. Oh, so we've now got a consumable that can gradually fill the limit break gauge. That's nice. Good to know. I'm going to leave it.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading...
Save up for orchestrion rolls.
More than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And a tint tires borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
Alright, go chat with Otto.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment.
So which crystal are we
the
going
the
for?
royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
So they're going to get caught up in the middle of that invasion.
The great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame.
The
And it's
Dame.
the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach.
Interesting.
I'll send a Stolas in the morning.
Who is the Dame?
We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
I think you're lying, Otto.
Who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
So we're going to a brothel.
Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
I'm sure you will, Otto. I'm sure you will. Oh, what's this do that? You're suspicious. Alliance reports updated. It's a new mechanic. Alliance reports are now available for viewing by speaking to Gout at the Alliance report counter at the Hideaway's Mess. These reports, compiled by the Cursebreakers, contain information on quests currently available across Valisthea. Oh, it's a side quest repository. Well,
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Nope.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the Hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the Cursebreakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Or maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word.
I mean, yeah, I'm the protagonist.
Reckon you
That's
could
kind of
probably
how
tick
it
off the
goes.
odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
I do like proper bounties.
Quick look.
So is this the hunt system? Or is this... Oh, just new quests. Oh, okay, and so you can travel immediately to the obelisk, too. Nice. Okay, welcoming committee. And so there's 2 out by Lost Wing, and 1 out by Martha's Rest. All right, well, let's knock these out. I like this mechanic, though, because I was wondering, like, are we going to start getting side quests in the other places we've been? And I was hoping we weren't going to have to start just going and checking around each place again every time. Hello, Alan.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them.
Fake bounties just not coconutty enough.
They're probably
Nice.
terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
Alright. Let's go and help them realize that they're safe now and everything is going to be okay.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Tavern! To the tavern.
That'll be enough for today. But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Into a very, very, very dark tavern. And you've got quite a lot of dialogue things.
If you've something to ask, ask. Now,
Don't worry about
if you
that
don't
later.
mind, I have work to do.
Can I have another cup, Daddy?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Yep, feed them for free. They need it.
I do as Master Quinton commands.
Yep.
As do we all.
Help them out.
Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
That.
Bread and
Next,
wine.
bread and wine.
Hopefully this will be enough.
Okay, I was looking too, because there's that other quest over there, but I guess I'm not in the right area. So let's pop it back outside. Drop this off.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you...
Why?
Here. Bread and wine from the tavern.
While the loaf is slightly stale and the wine somewhat watered down, it will serve to fill an empty belly. Now I just want some fresh bread too.
May we? Truly?
You may.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Quest complete. We got Gilbug. But more importantly, we helped them. Alright, let's go see this other quest is.
All salted and smoked.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
Pop around. Who needs our help over here? Wait, is it not over here? Oh, round this corner maybe? Check the map. Yeah, looks about right. Can I get into this building? No.
Wearing the hanged man now, are we? You know what that means? It means that if you ever cross Master Quinton, you'll be doubly sorry.
Ominous. Okay. Oh, Jill is with us. She must have just been kind of hanging out way behind. Okay, where do I gotta go to get to this other quest marker? Let's try up and maybe down the other side. It's down there. How do I get down there? Okay, so maybe... I go down this way. Follow the map. Go over this side. There we go. This looks right. There we go. I figured it out. Just a little bit lost.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that crop.
Well, may as well pet Torgal.
Feel good, boy.
For a second I thought she was flirting with you, then it turned into a threat. I mean, they could be the same thing.
I want no trouble.
Okay, Fred from Scooby-Doo.
Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
Oh, murder the wasps.
Someone to
Yep.
solve your pest problem.
Yep, we're gonna murder the
I do
wasps.
indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need?
Murdering wasps?
Rid us
Absolutely.
of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find them over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Prioritize the quest. Right, let's... And I think I can... If I remember right. Yeah, there's a faster obelisk to bop to. Alright, time for wasp murdering.
That must be the
Extend
vineyard.
tests.
A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
Oh, Gilbug. Nice. Alright. Goes to kill wasps, sees final stings start to fill. That would be awful. That ability has murdered me entirely too many times. pull them all down and do some murders. There are a lot of wasps. Ah, damn it. Come on. Down with you. Ooh. Alright, good night, Stephen. Not going to be going for too terribly much longer. I want to get all the side quests knocked out.
Last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
And that's what we'll probably call it for this session. So we have the other one over by Martha's Rest I want to do as well. Where, hopefully we eventually get a quest to murder Roland.
It's looking to be a fine harvest.
Steps.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin something? The shad's
Nope.
all salted and smoked.
Quentin needs to know nothing about what's going on here. I don't remember how I got to him again. I think it was around this way. There we go. Alright, there you are.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotand Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honour.
If you just give me a bottle of it, that would be fine too. Quest complete. A little bit of XP and more crafting mats. Alright, so now let's pop back over to... Okay, good. They have the little icon over on the map too. Excellent. No wine, only exposure. Yeah. You get paid in exposure. Chocobos. I still just want to ride around on the chocobo. When do I get mine?
The tavern. It's done. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're going to kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but oh, please.
You should have taken care of yourself.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count.
Fair enough.
They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Although, let's see if these are actually bandit. Because this is ringing my misdirection senses, but let's see.
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh.
Never mind.
That's a fine sword, friend.
Time to murder.
Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it?
Tavern Devil by a Freed. Bandits handled. Yeah.
Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with.
It's over. Stay down.
Yeah, this is a bad place to be, slinging fire around. You're very woody. Oh no, I broke some of the tables. Tables got broke. Shit. Sorry, Martha. We'll pay for the tables.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
Take theirs and sell them to pay for the tables.
He is the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
A good thing we were surrounded by this conveniently fireproof wood. Although, to be fair, if anyone was going to make their tavern fireproof, I think it would be Martha. She's yeah. She knows what she's doing. She knows what's up. She knows she's in an RPG.
There he is, the man of the hour. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises.
I'm pretty
It
awesome.
takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling
Good
on.
mouth.
Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Quick check with the merchant, because if I remember right, you might have had an orchestrion. You do 20,000. I don't. Okay, can I sell my valuables? It's only 800. Well, let's sell some of these old items I'm not going to use.
A fair trade. I wanted one of those. Is
I don't think I'm going to get enough though.
A fair trade. Is that everything? I wanted one of those. A fair trade. I wanted one of those.
So I don't want to sell any of my medallions just in case. I'm so close. Alright, what else can I... Oh wait, I own 2 of these, so I can sell 1.
A fair trade.
There we go. 20,000 gil. We made it. Vinyl prices are really exorbitant these days. They are, but I have enough.
There you go.
There we go.
There, eh?
Gotta collect them all. Alright, so now let's pop back and make sure that that's all of the side quests taken care of, and then we can do a little bit more story advancement before we wrap up this episode. Some quick chat over at the ledgers.
Good to see you. Here you go.
Yep, everything is taken care of.
Seen enough?
Where's your gramophone? It's right here.
Clive, was it?
So there we have our... We can switch up our music. Yeah, it's one of the earlier game mechanics it introduced.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Oh, Gav's gonna die.
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
Got Torgal in the back, just taking a nap.
Well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance.
Yeah, there's nothing ordinary about this.
Dominance.
Exactly.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
Ding.
And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
I love this Sid. It's close between him and 14 Sid, but I think he might be pipping it. I think he might have it. Alright. And with that being ready to move into the next section of the game, I think this is an excellent point to wrap that up before we get into anything new. So yeah, we're going to call that there, and we'll pick up next time heading for Northreach. So we'll be back for that next time. Down for the next episode.